short black screen while it comes alive. And it drops us in, man.
Mm-hmm. Like Frankenstein.
All right, I had to turn the call off. Oh, I think I turned it on, actually. The call's got to stay off today, people. Antisocialexperience.com, the website. Our home on the internet. If you want to join the show and you have a Mac, PC, Android, possibly iPhone, it's still yet untested, check out the link in the description. Other than that, we are back for another week. This is going to be a bit of a rushed one, but obligations, am I right?
Yeah, but soon no more.
I'm trying to get my headphones on while I'm just here talking.
Next Sunday will be my last Sunday of obligations.
Oh, shit. Last Sunday of obligations?
Yeah.
All right. Woo!
I know.
Unfortunately, I still have them. So, I wanted to bring something up. Did you check out change.org to see what was at the top?
I didn't see what was at the top. What is it? Let me check.
I think you'll get a kick out of it. You've probably heard about it. If, you know.
Is it the...
For odorous? There's a petition to put a statue of him up.
Really?
Yeah, in Virginia.
I did not see that, no.
Yeah, it was like pretty big. I don't want to say it was change.org's biggest, but yeah. It was on there. It was at the top the other day.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm like, this is just wild, right?
Yeah, it's George Floyd stuff all at the top now, man.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, well, I couldn't
that Juneteenth a national holiday.
Okay, but yeah, I saw it up there. I'm like, wow. So they're ripping down all these statues, right?
Yeah, well, here's the top one. Rename the Edmund, I don't know who Edmund Pettus was, but rename the Edmund Pettus Bridge after Representative John Lewis.
Yeah, who's John Lewis?
I don't...
A representative, huh?
Yeah, a civil rights icon.
I don't know, man. I got mixed views on that. Actually, some of them are kind of different, if you want to hear them out.
Yeah, go for it. I'm just trying to read who this Edmund Pettus guy was. He was a bitter racist.
And that's the name of the bridge.
Yeah.
And they want to rename it now.
Yeah, to a guy that was a civil rights leader.
Yeah, I could get on board with that, man.
I can see that.
I could definitely get on board there. Hold on. You know what? I'm just going to let it go. You got a black line running up, but that's fine. Yeah, it is what it is. It's rough today. No, renaming a bridge, definitely. The way that they're tearing these down, they do some under cover of darkness. Some of them are getting beat up, tossed in rivers, spray painted, vandalized.
Right.
Whatever, right? Maybe collect them all up, put them in a museum. But if you totally wipe something out, our future generation's going to know of it.
That's what I mean. You can't learn from your mistakes if you have no past.
Right. And in the same sense, can people go on talking about something, trying to get changes made where changes need made if the stuff's non-existent now?
Right. I don't know. I don't know. Does it become, I don't know. I hate to bring Star Wars in it, but like it's almost like when Disney bought it and all the books and everything became not canon anymore. Like all the extended galaxies, stuff like that. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? It just, all the stuff we believed for years and years and years, all that stuff doesn't matter anymore. It didn't really happen. Well, I read it. No, like, I'm pretty sure it did,
How
man.
did it not happen?
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it did happen, but okay.
Did it not happen?
But yeah, that's basically, I mean, in a sense, what we're saying, like, oh, that part of history is not canon. It didn't happen. Like, no.
I mean, at the same time, I see, like, I want to know, and I'm not saying good or bad what people were about, because I don't know. You know, I wasn't alive in times of the Civil War.
No.
But how did all these losers, these bums, get statues of themselves?
I don't know. I mean...
you know what I mean? Was it because of the war thing? They lost the war, so they get a statue?
No, I mean, prior to that, you got to remember a lot of these guys, you know, were part of, like...
Part of what?
What was... I'm trying to think. A lot of these guys were West Point grads, like
Right.
already high, big deal.
I
Like,
understand that, but I was speaking more to the lost loser aspect of it, because I'm not the best person, man. I can fit into that loser category. I'm
Right.
dreaming of having a statue put up.
I got you.
I mean, it can be taken down by all rights, but
Now, like the
Dude,
ones at Gettysburg and stuff, like I can see the statues there of the different like winners and losers of, you know what I mean? Like,
how do we get statues put up? Is what I'm
I
saying.
don't know. I always said that, the day Keno goes in this town, there'll be a statue of him. If there's not, there's something wrong.
Right. Who's
Like,
the statue of in the park across from the Borough Building?
it's just it's a soldier of World War One, but I can't think of
His
what,
name.
yeah, or
Right.
his relevance to why he's there.
Right, but it's just there.
Yeah,
Yeah, World War One, not the Civil War.
right. Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure it's World War One.
But yeah, no, just the dude, the daydreaming.
Yeah, yeah,
My own statue.
yeah. What would you be doing in a statue?
Sitting in front of a microphone, headphones, son, podcasting. What do you think?
Oh man, my bad.
Yeah,
What else would you be doing?
being a loser, having somebody wanting to rip it down.
Right?
You want to be in the statue with me?
Yeah, I mean, why not? Because God knows if I get my own, they are gonna tear it down.
Right.
It's
No, I'm just saying, how much longer? How much longer does part of the nation's American history, as a whole, in general, just encompass it all together? Something that's happened that is remembered, represented with a statue or monuments. How long until all that's just like gone?
right.
When
If things keep going the way it is, it'd be a couple years. I mean, maybe not even that.
you can kind of argue for both sides. 'Cause,
For sure.
Like, just think about before the Civil War. If nobody wanted to improve stuff back then, where would we be today?
Right.
You know, and even then and after that, if nobody wanted to make changes, nobody wanted to improve things, where would we be?
Right. Well, that was even.
A scary world. To think
Yeah.
about.
I mean, because during even the Revolutionary War, like, I don't know, have you seen The Patriot before?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember they have the black guy that fights with him or whatever? But like, he's supposedly granted his freedom after he serves a certain amount of time. But we all know
Right.
they didn't get their freedom after the Revolutionary War. Like, that's
No.
all bullshit.
No, nothing happened.
No, not at all. So, like, I don't know. It took how many more years for that to even, that was 100 more years after that almost.
See, I'm just trying to picture it, like, and keep all this stuff up. No, I'm not saying that, but collect it all.
Yeah, and put it somewhere.
Put it
Yeah.
somewhere. Put it in a museum, or don't even store it. Whatever.
Yeah.
But to completely just
Yeah,
destroy it.
demolish it, erase it. I mean, that's somebody's artwork too, like.
Well, there's that, and just, I mean, what? How is it going to be going forward for other generations of people? What are they going to learn from? Are you going to pass the story on yourself?
Probably not. Like,
Okay, so how long till it's forgotten about?
right. Because I know they've already stopped teaching a lot of things like this in school. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of history they don't teach in school
No,
anymore.
well, that and the history we got, was it even accurate or right in the first place?
It was our version of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, and I can't swear by this, okay? I have no clue. I don't know, right? But I've heard that if you go to different places in the country, like north versus south, that there's different stuff in the books.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
as far as what is taught.
Oh yeah.
I mean, what's taught, yes, but like just different versions of it.
See, I always wondered that, like,
And like the rest, especially with the rest of the world.
that's what I was wondering about, like with world wars and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Now,
like what is in
yeah.
other people's books?
Yeah, like what's Germany's side of us on coming in on D-Day? You know what I mean? We know our heroic, battle to the beachhead and blah blah blah. What's their side of it? And I hate to reference
know.
I hate to reference this show because like it really has nothing to do. But I started watching that Cobra Kai. The
great.
Yeah, dude, the continuation. You watch it too?
Yeah.
Well, I started watching it, but it's like it's kind of interesting to see like his version and everything. Like I found myself rooting for him at the
Johnny?
at the beginning at least more so than Daniel LaRusso. I mean, I think eventually they're going to team up and have to kick old Cobra Kai dude's ass.
John
Yeah,
Kreese
I think
back out,
I think eventually they're going to team up and get Kreese out of there, but. I'm just saying, like, if like a lot of the time, like I found myself rooting for him. I'm like, dude, he didn't deserve that. Like when they lit his car on fire and shit like that, I was like, what the like?
No.
You know what I mean? It was just different to see. It was just cool to see it from his perspective. Like, no, this douchebag came and stole my girlfriend after we had a fight. You know, and it was like, oh well, shit, man. Like,
Yeah, no, that I really, and call it nostalgic, whatever. But I really dig stuff like that.
I do too, man.
Karate Kid, we saw that as kids.
yeah. And dude, like that's even his real mom they brought back from the
Yeah.
movie, like everything. Yeah, like
What sucks is that Pat Morita's not
Yeah,
around.
I know, dude.
Like,
I
how
know.
horrible is that?
I know. Miyagi would have made it, man.
Yeah. I
For
mean, that
sure.
would be more than a YouTube show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they got picked up by Netflix.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, that season 3 is going to be on
nice.
Netflix. Yeah, man.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I wasn't current. I stopped partway through 2.
Yeah. We just finished 2 the other night, but
But yeah, just like that. And then we talked about it the other day. Bill and Ted.
yeah.
How great is that?
Oh my
There's
God.
another movie.
I
coming out.
know. And they're old.
They're old. And they haven't done shit in that movie.
No, well, dude, like I don't. Yeah, they're still trying to write the best song ever. Or
Yeah, to
whatever.
unite the world.
Yeah, but has that Bill dude ever even played anybody? Has he ever acted in
yeah.
anything? Oh, he has.
He was,
Okay.
he was a vampire in the Lost Boys with Keeper Sutherland
Okay.
and Jason Patrick and whoever else was in
Yeah.
that old movie.
Okay.
And quite a few other movies.
Right on.
Yeah, he was.
He was just always Bill to me.
Yeah, Bill S. Preston.
Yeah.
Esquire.
Esquire.
Like that's how I've known him, but I don't know the actor's name.
I think it's Alex Scott. Alex something. It's Alex something.
But yeah, no, that's just as soon as I saw the preview for that, I texted you like, "We're going."
Yeah, no, dude. When we are going, like
This movie.
Yeah, I was like, too awesome.
Movies were so dumb growing up.
But so great, man.
Yeah, so great, but so cheesy. And
Alex Winter.
Alex Winter?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's been in quite a bit. He's done, actually, look him up sometime. He's done a lot.
Yeah, it would be. I'm actually
Not just like Bill and
the
Ted,
Ted,
and then,
right.
like hung it up,
right.
you know?
No, and like I don't know the fact that Keanu Reeves. I mean, let's face it, Keanu Reeves is a big ass actor. You know, the fact that he's like, oh hell yeah, I'll get back on that too. Is just like, all right, cool, man.
Like I thought about it over the years. Like, man, I wish they'd make another Bill and Ted movie this many years later. And like, what would the story be? Because, in the same sense, like with Cobra Kai, and with Bill and Ted, we don't have Pat Morita, we don't have George Carlin because he played Rufus.
Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, no more Rufus.
And it's like, hopefully they write in good stuff, like,
Right.
into the shows at some point. I would like to see respects paid to those past actors that did a brilliant job, but also at least bring them up. You know, what's their story from here? What happened to Mr. Miyagi? Where is Rufus off?
Right. Yeah.
Something else with other people. That's why he couldn't make it. I don't know. But yeah, and just, I mean, think about it. Think about it. A big enough movement, enough voices. Could you get rid of Hollywood? Could they get rid of some of those movies if enough people were raging against it?
I would think
Wipe
so.
out part of cinematic past and how many people's childhoods?
I don't see why not. Hasn't it been done before? Movies have been banned and vaulted and never been shown again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't. It's already happened to an extent. I mean, it's just probably a couple movies here and there, but never as a whole. But like,
Right. But just,
if enough people are pissed off, I don't see why not.
yeah.
I mean, I'm even seeing it like small town here, like with where I work. Like,
Oh, yeah.
enough people cry enough about something, they'll get their way.
We can
like,
update that story.
yeah.
So, I read an article after we talked about at the council meeting, Sharon Goss.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess allegedly they made a decision for her, in as polite words as possible, to shut the fuck up and
yep.
don't say anything else.
Yeah, nothing else.
Your input isn't valued or needed, and you can't have any on matters going forward or files.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't have access to.
No. And like, so now what purpose does she even serve there? If she,
None,
you know
really.
what I mean? So, but they can't throw her out.
You're a
so-
voice, a vote.
Yeah, I guess that'd be it. It would be a vote.
I mean, maybe the rest of the people were trying to make a move that they don't want a mob outside their meetings.
Well, I know for a fact you can't just, like, I think I said that before, you can't just get rid of an elected person.
And that article was out when we did the show last week, but neither of us had seen it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we could have ended the story there.
Yeah, because I think you sent it to me like 2 hours after we were done. Didn't you?
Yeah,
You're like,
and I'm
look at
like,
this shit. Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
I was
we
like,
missed
damn.
it. Oh well. But hey, we'll update it next week.
Yeah,
And here
yeah.
we are.
And we did it.
Yeah, I mean that's how I took it. Like
Yeah.
they basically told her like, hey,
No, yeah, shut the fuck up.
Shut
yeah,
up, you're
in the
done.
nicest way. Yeah.
do it anymore. Your input's not valued, not needed on this
No,
stuff going forward, and you don't have access to any more files.
and that's not your damn playground.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the end, that is not your playground.
Right. That's the people's.
Yeah,
The people that put you here.
right.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good conclusion. The icing on the cherry on the top, or the icing on the cake, will be when she's like, "I'm just done."
Yeah. Do you know when the next meeting is?
No.
Because that would have been, what, 2 weeks ago now, right?
So it's coming up soon.
So it should be coming up every 3, yeah, at least, well, I would say they have monthly, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
But no, I don't know. I don't like mob justice. Like, I really don't like it because dude, it's a slippery slope.
Yeah, man.
There's a good and bad side to a lot of things,
right.
pretty much everything.
And it can become like a witch hunt. Like,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
said.
Yeah. Like,
What did I say about what was the joke I made?
it was.
Oh, I said, yeah. Okay, so I texted Jim after last week's show, and I was like, you know what we can do? We're gonna throw her in the lake, and if she tries to swim out, she's a witch. If she sinks, oops, our bad.
Yeah.
And if she sinks and doesn't die,
Yeah, we know she's a
definitely a
witch. Yeah, so then
we'll
we
start
can
a witch hunt.
Yeah. So regardless, the witch hunt's gonna happen.
Right. But just in jest.
But no, but like in all seriousness, like that's pretty much what it can turn into,
Yeah,
like
real quick.
yeah.
And I don't think that's the way to
handle or no, like I don't
handle things
no.
and act to push.
No, because I feel like you're acting out of emotion a lot there.
To push change, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a way to push positive change forward, I don't think.
No,
but in the same sense. Like protesting, I don't have a problem with. Rioting, I really don't have a problem. What I have a problem with is the looters.
Yeah.
Coming out and loot. There's a difference. Okay, there's a difference between protesting. You're standing there getting your message out peacefully. Rioting, I mean, and I may be using rioting in a different sense. Rioting is where you're trying to get your voices heard more so than standing there peacefully doing
right.
it. And then where I would draw the line of what's between good and bad is when the rioting starts becoming destructive and you're smashing up businesses that a couple or a family has had for generations, a little mom and pop shop,
right.
Even big business. When that stuff starts happening and you start looting, people are stealing stuff. Yeah,
I'm in the same spot you are, man, as far as that goes. Like, yeah, that's where it's like, okay, what the hell are you doing? And like half the time those people are like probably marching with you even, you know?
Yeah, the ones looting.
Yeah. Like
yeah, the looters and the destructive people show up and make the protesters and rioters look bad.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
They're the assholes in the matter. But I don't know. It really does boggle the mind. And then in the same sense that to even have a conversation with somebody and then have a conversation, put it on a public platform where anybody else can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then do you get shouted down by somebody that don't agree with you? I mean, we haven't yet, really, but it's very possible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, there I am. I was over here scrolling on the wrong page. I'm going to pull up the chat. I don't think there's anything in there, but let's pull up the chat window. I did fix the chat. Oh, wow, who's that, Brandon? Let me see if I can find chat over here real quick because I can't read it on the other screen. It is much, much too far away.
Brandon who?
Brandon Worrell. It's a friend of mine.
Oh.
I'm gonna open it.
Worrell, that's awesome. Like Ernest P.
Worrell.
Worrell, that's awesome.
Like basically the same name.
That's badass.
Right? That's what I thought whenever I met him.
Yeah, like that's sweet, man.
And that's, yeah. Oh, I can't see the chat here. Give me a sec. I'm gonna try and read it. Brandon says, carrying a lot of pain and a lot of anger, but needs to be let go if we are going to evolve. Very true, Brandon. I kind of butchered your sentence there, but like I said, it's fine print on our screen. We got a huge 1080 monitor.
And then there's a boom stand in front of half the words too.
Right. Well, that's you.
Yeah. Well. I am the boom stand.
I have the chat rolling up behind us. If people are saying stuff, man, we're going to throw it on a big flag behind us and represent,
Absolutely.
If they have something to say, I want everybody to see it loud and clear. It's got to scroll up a little, but.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. Yeah, whenever it turns into mob justice or a witch hunt.
Yeah.
And granted, I'm not going to say every situation in history has never been dealt with accordingly or appropriately with mob justice.
Right.
Because I'm sure there have been some.
Yeah.
You know, nobody knows everything.
No.
And in the same sense, nobody can, change everything. I'm still dreaming about that statue, man.
Yeah,
I
know.
Yeah, how cool that was.
Yeah, we need to design it.
Design it? Shit, somebody design it. I'll carve it. Put it up right in front of the Borough Building.
I can't wait to see you out there with a chisel and with a big rock on like a large slab of granite.
You gotta quit both jobs to
Oh, easily.
go chisel my statue out.
Don't worry about them bills. The statue's gonna be worth it when it's done.
Right? Go super hardcore, cut off an ear, send it home to the wife. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Good times, I tell you.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, if anybody out there wants to create a statue, we will pose for it. Headphones, mic, at the ready. I don't know. We're going to wrap this show up for this week,
Yeah,
Jim.
I think I gotta go do the...
It was a short one, but
yeah.
like I said, I can't always do hour episodes, and I don't always want to do 20-minute, half-hour episodes,
Yeah, and like I said, my time, just for the next week, and then freedom.
Yes.
It'll be better.
We did bring it up at the beginning of the show. There was a petition to, I think they're taking down Robert E. Lee's statue in Virginia.
Yep.
And that's where they want to put the one of Otis Rungus, the late great singer
from Guar.
Yeah, Guar. Put him up. It's like him on a horse, I think.
That's
Did you
fantastic.
see the mock-up thing of it?
No.
Oh, it's great, dude.
No,
It has him instead of Robert E. Lee on the horse. It's him.
That's awesome. I'll find it when I'm at work. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
go
check
sign
it.
the petition.
I'm going to.
Change.org.
That's
what
awesome.
I'm saying. If enough people sign,
Yeah.
we see it.
Yeah, that's a part of
be all
history.
about it.
Hell yeah. That's the history we need to be learning.
What?
Guar.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I'm like, I'm not telling them about this, but I'll tell them live on the air.
Yeah, that's great.
No more in the chat. Apologies today, the call-in was not working. I did flash it real quick, but my computer just died. Like, legit died. I was working on last week's audio episode of this show, like the audio version, working on it at home, brought my computer down to work with me, got work done. At the end of the day, I was going to spend like 20 minutes wrapping the show up. Open the lid on my computer, it never turned on. I'm like, oh, maybe the battery died. Plug it in, it won't. It's just dead, gone, done.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, right. Needless to say, I had to start last week's episode all over again. Everything was on the computer.
Oh my.
Yeah. So, as soon as we get, I, us, him, whoever gets another computer, we'll have the call-in line working again if you want to do a direct call. Till then, it's going to be clean feed in the chat. What is that what did he put in that second message? I can't see it. I really can't.
Art. A-R-T, I think. Art, yeah.
Gonna evolve art. Okay, yeah, I think. I just thought it was something separate.
No.
All right, people, we'll end it there.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Thanks for tuning in, Brandon. It's always good to see you around. I want to get you back on. Were you here when he was on the show?
I was not.
No, I think that was Tim.
Yeah.
Tim was sitting in. Anybody that doesn't know Brandon, I encourage you, find him online, go talk to him, check out some of his videos. He doesn't make the longest videos. Some are longer than others. Like, I'm talking anywhere from a few minutes to like 10, 12, 14 minutes. You don't have to make hour videos.
No, man.
But he's got some legit stuff to say. And especially somebody growing up as he did with life experience, he can speak about stuff like nobody, unless you went through something like that, did. And he can put it out there loud and clear. So we'll throw that out. All right, people, thanks for hanging out. We will catch you next week. We're going to see if this show will end smoothly. Hopefully it does. We lost that's the other thing. I lost the whole virtual studio. We lost
Everything.
2 computers this week went down. And I still pulled it off somehow.
You're the
Quality
magic.
content? Definitely not, but you be the judge. Henry, send us. He's got to go.
Later.